Holy and blessed is the Most High, the Creator of the universe, the all-knowing, all-seeing Most High. Shalom, everyone. This is Princess Jacolia again. I want to give thanks unto the Most High for all things and everything, and I'd like to open up the Shabbat with a prayer. And I pray all is well, and holy and blessed is the Most High, for He is the Creator for all. Holy and blessed art thou, Supreme Creator, for you are the true and the living, the Most High, forevermore. Unto thee do I acknowledge and praise, give thanks unto thee for all things, for everything, for the knowledge of thy being, our perfect law, for food, clothing, and shelter, for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, for strength and courage. Told our Most High for your protection, your guidance, and your love upon me. Thank you, O Most High, for your protection, guidance, and your love upon us, O Most High, during the past 6 days, and allowing us to rest on this 7th day. Holy and blessed art thou, Supreme Creator, for you are the true and the living, the Most High forevermore. And unto thee do I acknowledge and praise, give thanks unto thee for all things and everything. Thank you, thee, O Most High, for knowledge, for wisdom, and for understanding. Thank you, O Most High, for strength and courage. Thank you, O Most High, for all things that thou hast done, that doeth give food to all flesh. Holy and blessed art thou, O Most High, for you are the true and the living, the Most High forevermore. Selah. Shalom all. I'm going to continue the prayer with the Shabbat prayer. We're going to go to Psalms 92, Psalms for the Shabbat day. Once again, I hope all is well with everyone. I hope everyone have a great week. I hope all is well. Even in your ailments, I hope everything is well with you and your family. Psalm 92, a song for the Shabbat day. Selah. It is a good thing to give thanks unto the Most High and to sing praise unto thy name, to show forth thy loving kindness in the morning and thy faithfulness every night. Upon the instrument of 10 strings and upon the psaltery, upon the harp with a solemn sound. But thou, O Most High, hast made me glad through thy works. I will triumph in the works in thine hands. O Most High, how great are thy works, and thy thoughts are very deep. A brutish man knoweth not, do a fool understand this. When the wicked spring up as the grass, when all the workers of iniquity do flourish, it is that they shall be destroyed forever. But thou, O Most High, art the Most High forevermore. For the Lord thy enemies shall perish. All the workers of iniquity shall be scattered. For my horn shall I exalt like a horn of the wild ox. I shall be anointed with fresh oils. My eyes also shall see the desire of my enemies, and my ears shall hear the desire of the wicked that rise up against me. The righteous shall flourish like a palm tree. He shall grow like a cedar in Lebanon. Those that be planted in the house of the Most High shall flourish in the course of our God. They shall still bring forth fruit in old age. They shall be fat and flourishing, to show that the Most High is upright. He is our rock, and there is no unrighteousness in him. Hallelujah. I'm going to continue on to Psalms 125. Holy and blessed is the Most High, for he is the Most High forevermore. They that trust in the Most High shall be as Mount Zion, which cannot be removed but abide forever. As the mountains are round about Jerusalem, so is the Most High round about his people from henceforth even forever. For the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous, lest the righteous put forth their hands unto iniquities. Do good, O Most High, to those that be good, and to them that are upright in their hearts. But as to such as turn aside to the crooked ways, the Most High shall lead them forth with the workers of iniquity, but peace shall be upon Israel. Hallelujah. Going to move on. Read Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 4. Hallelujah. Hear, O Israel, Jehovah our God, Jehovah is one. And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might. And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thine heart. And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, when thou walkest by the way, when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. And thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thy hands, and they shall be as frontlets between thine eyes. And thou shalt write them upon the doorposts of thy house and on thy gates. And it shall be when the Most High shall have brought thee into the land which he swore unto thy fathers, to Abraham, to Yitzchak, Yaakov, to give thee great and goodly cities which thou buildest not, and houses full of all good things which thou fillest not, wells dig which thou diggest not, vineyards and olive trees which thou plantest not, when thou hast eaten and be full. Then beware lest thou forget the Most High, who brought thee forth out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt fear the Most High, and shalt serve him, and shalt swear by his name. Ye shall not go after the other gods, or the gods of the people which are round about you, For the Most High is a jealous God amongst you. That's the anger of the Most High be kindled against thee, and he destroyed thee from off the face of the earth. Hallelujah. Once again, Shabbat Shalom all. I'd like to give all honor and praise to the Most High, the supreme conductor of the universe, the all-knowing, all-seeing Most High, the creator, maker, owner, and possessor of all things, the giver and the taker of life. Blessed is he. First of all, I would like to second of all, I would also like to give acknowledgement to my teacher, principal, thanking the Most High for his life and thanking him for his protection, guidance, and love upon him. And I pray that his week as well. His week went well. I would like to also acknowledge him as the leader and the founder of Shema Yisrael. I would like to also acknowledge my teacher, his Bane, Prince Nathaniel Ben Zavulun. I would also like to thank my teacher and the leader of SOG, Chief Nathaniel, Prince Nathaniel Salika. And I would also like to thank the teachers that teach our youth of Shema Yisrael, and that is Prince Yakael, and that is also Princess Tehila and Princess Regini. And I thank you all for your providence and your works toward helping the people of the Most High. Thanking you for your courage to do what you do, and thanking the Most High for all things and everything. Hallelujah. Okay, but once again, my name is Yacolia, and I'm just going to read a psalm. I'm going to read Psalm 25, and I'm just going to elaborate a little bit on what I get from that. Okay, I'm going to be my own reader this time as well. Okay, I'm going to start off with Psalm 25. So if you would like, please read along with me. I may not do the whole chapter, but there's certain verses that I would like to get into. It's a psalm of guidance and protection. That is something that I often pray for myself, for my family and loved ones. I like to pray for the protection and the guidance and the love of the supreme conductor of this earth, the one who doeth give life, the one that shields us and protects us from harm and life-threatening situations. We don't know times when we had a life-threatening situation the Most High saved us from it. We just probably didn't know. But once you come home, you thank the Most High for his protection, his guidance, and his love, that you all be able to return home to your families. Psalms 25. Unto thee, O Lord, do I lift up my soul. O my God, I trust in thee. Let me not be ashamed. Let not my enemies triumph over me. Yea, let none that wait on thee be ashamed. Let them be ashamed which transgress without cause. Show me thy ways, O Most High. Teach me thy paths. Lead me in thy truth and teach me, for thou art the God of my salvation. On thee do I wait all the day. Now, I would like to go over verse 4. Show me thy ways and teach me thy paths. Yes, we have to learn what is the path of the Most High. What is his calling? What is it that the Most High would have us to do? He set a path straight and narrow for us to walk on, and it is something that we must do. Okay, now there are certain parts in the Tanakh that I can show you that we have to walk a certain path of righteousness so we can be acceptable people before our Most High. Okay, we want to know the Creator's ways. We would love to know what is the Creator's path. In order to know that further level, we have to understand ourselves as well. What is your path? What is my path? What is our path? What is our walk? Are we walking with the Most High in this way of life, or are we walking contrary against him? That is for you to look deep within your soul and answer those questions. Are you walking with the Most High? Are you walking the path in which he set before us? And those things are in the book. Okay, teach me that path so I'll know how to walk mine. We all have our individual walk. We all have our own path. And we just have to know how to make the proper decisions in order to know what is right in the eyesight of the Most High, so that we can walk with the guidance and the protection of the Most High, so that we can walk with, not to be cautious, but with little faith that the Most High got my back. You know, our transgressions can also make us a little leery, to make us think that maybe the Most High may not be with me because of my transgressions. But the decision that we make in life, that's up to us to know if the Most High is with us or not. Okay. Okay, I would like to go to Proverbs chapter 3. Please go with me to Proverbs chapter 3. Verse 6. In all thy ways acknowledge the Most High, and he will direct thy paths. Okay. So in acknowledging him, if you are in the Most High steadfast, he will direct your paths to whatever decisions you want to make it. Is it going to be a righteous choice, or is it going to be a non-righteous choice? Well, the Most High is going to lead you on a path that you decide to want to take. Okay? Through daily prayers in private and as families, this will help us. This will help us stay close to our Creator and help us to stay close to the Creator and help us to know what is must value to us and to him. We are very unlikely to stray if we often be at a humble spirit, a simple prayer at night, and at least in the day and the night. How often are you able to pray? So the more you stay in steadfast of the Most High, your path will likely won't go to the left or to the right. You will stay in that straight and narrow path in which the Most High will set straight for you. Okay, I would like to go to Psalms 119. Psalms 119, verse 105. Psalms 119, verse 105. I have not departed from thy judgments, for thou hast taught me. That's not what I wanted. Okay, thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. Okay, so the Most High's word, by these words that's within this book, it would be as a light in our walk of life, in our path to the Most High. It says here, it said, thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. So he will have the light and he will show us so we will not stumble upon things on our way to the path of righteousness. Okay? So we must act and we must behave in a way that the Most High will direct our paths in a straight and narrow. Okay? Now, what does the scripture say about paths in life? What is your path in life? In the scripture, there's abundant advice for what path in life will provide the most meaning and fulfillment. Our path refers to the way we live and what we decide to do with our limited time on earth. Okay, let's go to Proverbs chapter 11, verse 5. Okay, basically my lesson is going to be about your walk, your path with the Most High. And how can you keep it on a level that it will maintain a righteous relationship with the Most High. Okay, Proverbs 11, verse 5. Because we have to walk a walk. And this is our walk. The walk is this way of life. Okay, in chapter 5, verse 5. The righteous of the perfect shall direct his way, but the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness. Okay, so by our own wrongdoing can cause stumbling blocks within our path. And that type of behavior is something that we need to avoid. Why? Because we have a certain goal in serving this God. And then stumbling blocks can cause us to trip, and it may cause us to have a delay. It can cause us to miss something by tripping, by falling, by not being focused on your main prize. And the prize is to gain favor of the Most High. Okay. It mentions the walk of paths, and it also mentions to walk in the paths of the ancient. Okay, and that's in Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 16. Okay, and also in Jeremiah chapter 18, verse 15, it also mentions that how our nations may, stumble from their ways from the ancient paths. So obviously there is a path that we must walk in this way of life. Okay, and it's letting us know that unrighteousness and our transgressions can cause some type of fork in your road to get you from serving the Most High wholeheartedly with your whole heart, mind, and soul. Okay, in Proverbs chapter 22, verse 5. 22 verse 5. The thorns and snares are in the way of the forward, but he that doeth keep his soul shall be far from them. So you have to be able to spot out certain snares, spot out a certain thorn that could be a thorn in your side. Certain fruits is for you to take, but some of that delightful looking fruit have a thorn to it. So you have to be careful with the attraction of the eye may cause you to err from the Most High. So that's why we must stay steadfast in prayer and daily prayer, individually and as a nation and with your family as well. We must keep that bubble within us so that, and also to help each other to stay on the path of righteousness. Okay, let's be mindful that, okay, let's go to Proverbs chapter 4, verse 25. Okay, I'm just showing you certain scriptures where it says to walk your straight and narrow path and what to expect therein. Proverbs chapter 4, verse 25 and 27. Let that, chapter 4, verse 25 in Proverbs. Let thine eyes look right on, and let thine eyelids look straight before thee. Okay? Ponder the path of thy feet, and let all thy ways be established. Turn not to the right or turn not to the left. Remove thy feet and remove thy foot from evil. Okay, so basically that's just what it is. We have to be careful on our path of walk with the Most High. Okay, so because we have to set our eyes on the prize, we must set our heart to be a part of the remnant. That is like part of the whole goal, is to make the remnant. And it also, in the Most High mentions the remnant. Let's go to Isaiah real quick. Isaiah chapter 10. The whole goal of walking your path is to make the remnant of the Most High select. Okay, and that is to prove that there is going to be such a remnant. Go to chapter 10 in Isaiah, verse 21 to 22. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel, and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob. So they also say that it's going to be a hard time for Jacob. So, and in that hard time of Jacob, Israel shall be saved, right? And here it says that remnant of Israel and such that are escaped in the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord. Okay, the remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty God. Okay, so that is our goal, is to be part of the remnant, to do our best, to do what is right in the eyesight of the Most High, to be a part of the remnant by walking your path, by walking your walk of righteousness. Okay, I'm just about done. Okay, and there's also something that's called the highway. Is a highway of holiness. Okay, this highway of holiness is also a path that the Most High is allowing you to see, allowing us to know that there is something that path, just like how we was led across the path from the Red Sea through by the help of Moses. That path, that was a path that walked us from one side to the other. That path, the Most High made the dry land, made that wet land dry so that the people can walk across. Okay, we walked the path in the wilderness, and the Most High directed that path. So that the path that we walk in life depends on your actions, depends on your ways, the way it depends on how you are with mankind. Okay. Now this highway of holiness, let's go to Isaiah chapter 11, verse 16. And there shall be a highway for the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria, like as if, okay, as it was to Israel in the day that he came up out of the land of Egypt. Okay, so once again, the highway is what is also a path. So the Most High will direct our paths, but we have to stay upright with the Most High. And also that's in Isaiah 35. So along with learning the ways of the Most High, we also have to learn the ways of our own ways and our walk. Isaiah chapter 35, verse 8. And a highway shall be there. See, the Most High is letting us know something here. Okay. And a highway shall be there, and a way, and it shall be called the way of holiness. See? The unclean shall not pass over it, but it shall be for those, the wayfaring man through fools shall not err therein. Okay. So it's not going to be no folly on this food. That means only the select few, which is called the remnant, is going to walk on this highway, that's going to walk on this path to the Most High. Okay, so we have to set our ways straight. We have to acknowledge and remember the ancient ways in which we defer from back in Jeremiah chapter 50. We didn't want to we didn't want to walk in the ways of the ancient paths that we was told. Okay, and the ways of the ancient is what kept us straight, and then also the ways of the ancient in our sinful ways got us kicked out of the land too as well. Okay, so we have to be mindful of our ways and our actions. Okay, one more thing about the highway, and that's Proverbs chapter 16. Now I hope this may help you out a little bit. Some may not even know that there was such a highway, and that the Most High called it a highway, like a path that we will walk on. And that's a promise. Okay. Proverbs chapter 16, verse 17. 16, verse 17. The highway of the upright is to depart from evil. Okay, so in order to stay on this path, on this highway of holiness, is to depart from evil. He that keepeth his way preserveth his soul. So you have the choice, and is letting you know, to when you depart from evil, you staying on the path of righteousness. Okay, you have to know how to acknowledge certain things as it comes. Okay. Blessed is the Most High, for he is the true and the living, the Most High forevermore. The best way to properly conduct with moral integrity is to have your path of morality and your path of behavior in a way of virtuous and proper attitude, and how you conduct yourself. We can get sidetracked by submitting to temptations and to divert us by the okay, let me just bring this thing forward. We get sidetracked by submitting to temptations that divert us past the bounds of safety. We have to check our weaknesses. Temptations seems attractive and good to the eyes, but these snares on our paths, at just those moments we are most vulnerable. So the temptations and that adversary is going to tempt you. That's what it's there for, you know. But your goal is to stay upright, and then you will know how to recognize certain things as it comes. You'll know if it's BS. You'll understand, by us knowing so much of the Old Testament, we will know what to expect basically in life, period. Because most answers are in that book. So by you knowing the Holy Scriptures, you can see the outlook of life, especially in the Proverbs and Ecclesiastes and the Apocrypha. I love it. The adversary's intent is to lead us from the way that returns us to our heavenly creator. Excessive sinning can cause us to veer from the straight and narrow path to destruction. How can we keep ourselves on the path? How can we keep ourselves on that highway of holiness? We must learn the word of the Creator by studying the scripture and applying his word by praying, meditating, and serving our fellow man, our fellow woman, helping each other out. Okay? So, in all our ways, again, we must be mindful of the path that may become crooked as well. Okay, the crooked places shall be made straight, and the rough places smooth, as spoke of in Isaiah chapter 40. And as far as in Isaiah chapter 42. In Isaiah 50:45, it said, I will go before you to make the crooked places straight. Okay. And in the book of Lamentations, chapter 3, verse 9, he has made his way crooked. You make your own ways crooked. Okay. You can make your own ways crooked. Okay, now this path of righteousness, and in order to know where this path of righteousness is, it was told that we must set markers. You know how if you stuck in the woods and you might leave certain marks to know which way that you walk, that you can remember. Okay, let's go to Jeremiah chapter 31 and see what that says. Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 21. Set thee up waymarks, make thee high heaps, set thy heart toward the highway, even the way in which thou wentest. Turn again, O virgin of Israel, turn again to thy cities. The Most High is calling us back to find out where our road. It might be foggy out there. We might need that light. The Most High is the light to help guide us back to the path that we strayed from back in Jeremiah 50. The Most High is that light that shine, is that pillar that he provided when we were in the wilderness as well. We just have to seek him. We have to look for him. We have to accept the Most High and his ways and what he's want from us. Okay? So we must set up waymarks, make thee high heaps, set thine heart toward the highway. So that means set your heart aright to know if you're not doing right now, but the whole goal is to set your heart toward, to be on that highway that the Most High is saying that there is such a thing here. Okay? But it's all in our decision making. Okay, and then we must also ask ourselves, how is your walk with the Most High? Okay, are you walking with the Most High, or are you walking contrary? Now, when you walk in contrary with the Most High, what happened? Let's go to Leviticus chapter 26. Leviticus chapter 26. And we must be in mind that we wouldn't want this type of attitude toward the Most High. So we must not show it to the Most High so that he won't give it to us. Okay? Leviticus chapter 26, verse 21. And if you walk contrary unto me and will not hearken unto me, even I will bring even these plagues upon you 7 times more according to your sins. So it's the relationship like, okay, can two walk together unless they agree? We have to walk on that path. We have to agree with the Most High to walk on that path of holiness that he required for his remnant to be a part of. Okay. So, in contrary means to be opposite in nature, that be opposite against what the Most High requires. Okay, that's how you could be in sin with the Most High. Okay, one more part is in Proverbs chapter 16, verse 17. I know I'm not really all over the place, but I'm just trying to show you that throughout the book, it's letting you know to stay on that path of righteousness and don't err to go to the left or to the right. But there's a certain highway that the Most High wants us to set marks for so that we can remember the ancient ways so that we can go back to. Okay. Proverbs chapter 16, verse 17. The highway of the upright is to depart from evil. He that keepeth his way preserveth his soul. Okay. Okay. Now, one more important thing is in Isaiah 40. And according to my notes, I'm looking at my notes. Isaiah 40, it was a voice that says to Isaiah chapter 40. Let's go there. Verse 3. The voice of him that crieth in the wilderness. And this is what the voice said. Prepare ye the way of the Lord. Make straight in the desert a highway for our God. So we must make our path like an airplane goes off in. So that what? Make a straight in the desert a highway for our God. We have to make a, is it you know, even time to take this two ways, make it for the Most High, period, or your path is what's going to accept the Most High to come into your life, is going to come into your path. The Most High is going to come onto your highway as an individual. Okay, the Most High is going to look at thee and see if you are found acceptable to be a part of the remnant that he mentions in chapter 40 in Isaiah. Okay. Okay, so the question is, what is the Most High's path? What is the Most High's way? It's in Psalms chapter 25. Chapter 25, verse 5. And that's back to my original thing. I wasn't going to read the whole thing, but I just wanted to elaborate on teach me thy paths. So we have to learn the way of the Most High so that can also formulate our path according to his will. So his path becomes our path. Okay, so that's how that works. Okay, and what is the Most High? The path, Psalms chapter 25, verse 5. Okay, the Lord's path are mercy and truth unto such as keep his commandments and his testimonies. So the Most High path is his mercy and his truth, because the beginning of it says, show me thy ways, teach me thy path, teach me how to be merciful, because that's what he said the Lord's path are mercy and truth. Okay, mercy and truth unto such as keep his commandments and his testimony. So those who are keeping his commandments and his testimonies, his path is the path of mercy, is the path of truth, is the path of compassion, is the path of slow to anger and with great mercy. That's the will of the Most High. That's the attributes. Okay, our path can go along with the attributes of the Most High. Slow to anger and of great mercy, compassionate. Okay, these things, the attributes is how we can formulate our walk so that we can walk with the Most High. Okay, so I'm going to wrap that up, and I hope you got something out of that. But I'll read the whole psalm. Yet, chapter 1, Psalms 25, verse 1. Unto thee, O Lord, do I lift up my soul. O my God, I trust in thee. Let me not be ashamed. Let not my enemies triumph over me. Yea, let not none that wait on thee be ashamed. Let them be ashamed which transgress without cause. Show me thy ways, O Lord. Teach me thy paths. Lead me in thy truth and teach me, for thou art the God of my salvation. On thee do I wait all the day. Lead me in thy truth. See, that's part of his path. It's mercy and truth. Once you keep in the laws and the commandments, he will direct your paths and he will show you mercy and truth along your walk, because some walks are hard. Some walks are rough. Some people went through a lot, So in your walk, the Most High will have mercy and compassion on you in your walk, in your lifetime, on this earth. You will want to have that. We need the mercy of the Most High, because people have different plans for us. People want to eliminate people by the millions. So by the mercy of the Most High, we are still here, even on this Shabbat day, to give praises and to acknowledge the Most High. Remember, O Lord, thy tender mercies and thy loving kindness, for they have been ever of old, just like the ancient paths. The ancient path, like I mentioned in Isaiah chapter 40, the ancient path is what we deferred from, when he said that we forgot about the ancient path. We have to get back on point. We have to get our weaknesses in check. Remember not the sins of my youth, nor my transgressions. According to thy mercies, remember thou me for thy goodness' sake. O Lord, good and upright is the Lord. Therefore will he teach sinners in the way. Okay, in the way of what? Righteousness. He will teach the sinner. He will let them know somehow you're sinning, because the Most High let me know I sin. That's why I'm here. So he led me in a way to understand what's in this book, to understand his truth, to understand his mercy, and to understand how it works to have these things, and to how it can benefit and that it can stay in my life. Okay. The meek will he guide in judgment, and meek will he teach his ways. All the paths of the Lord are mercy and truth unto such as keep his covenant in his testimonies. For thy name's sake, O Lord. Okay, I had got that wrong. I thought it was verse 5, it's 10. All the paths of the Lord are mercy and truth unto such as keep his covenant in his testimonies. So as long as you're keeping his testimonies and his covenant, he's going to keep you on the path of mercy and truth, and you will want to be in the steadfast of the Most High's mercy. For thy name's sake, O Lord, pardon my iniquity, for it is great. What man is he that feareth the Lord? Him shall he teach in the way that he shall choose. His soul shall dwell at ease, and his seed shall inherit the earth. See, that is his path, by following the Most High's ways. His soul shall dwell at ease during your walk, during your path in life. And his seed shall inherit the earth. So when he leaves, his through the mercy of the Most High, his seed will inherit the earth. So he will have confidence once he died, and his inheritance will be passed on to a righteous vine. Okay. His soul shall dwell at ease, and his seed shall inherit the earth. The secret of the Lord is with them that fear him, and he will show him his covenant. So slowly but surely, you walking with the Most High, he's going to send you those tests. If you stay steadfast, and if you slip, because there's not a man that slippeth not, and a righteous person is going to get up 7 times, and hopefully a little more than that. Okay. His soul shall dwell at ease, and his seed shall inherit the earth. The secret things of the Lord is with him that fear him, and he will show them his covenant. My eyes are ever toward the Lord, toward walking straight. I'm looking toward the Most High. That's my path. My path is to walk to the Most High. My highway is the will, is the hope of the Most High. How can I stay on path? By not doing the things that Most High will kill you for. And do repentance, through humble change. We have to change. A wise man changes often. We have to change for the betterment, for your own soul, for the life of your children. You have to change for the life of your own life, because you have to walk your walk. And the Most High will show him his covenant, because he's going to teach the sinners the way. And this is his way. My eyes are ever toward the Lord, and he shall pluck my feet out of the net. My eyes are ever toward the Most High, and he shall pluck my feet out of the net. Because you know why? Sometimes a person just might get caught up. Okay? Some things happen. Is not a man that sinneth not. Our forefathers sinned greatly. In the book of Judges is always, and the children of Israel did was evil in the sight of the Lord, and the children did was evil in the sight of the Lord, and the children of Israel did was evil in the sight of the Lord. Again and again, the Most High said, my arms will not fail thee. So once we acknowledge our sin, and we have to get back on path. Okay? Turn unto me. Turn unto the Most High. That means if you stray, turn back unto the Most High. Turn back and get back on, stay focused. Turn unto me and have mercy on me, for I am desolate and afflicted because of your trials and tribulations. You know, some things you messed up in. You might have did some sins that, okay? So have mercy. We must pray for mercy. The troubles of my heart are enlarged. Oh, bring thou me out of distress, because life can hurt sometimes. Life hurts. Okay. Look upon my affliction and my pain and forgive all my sins. Consider my enemies, for they are many, and they that hate me with cruel hatred. Oh, keep my soul and deliver me. Let me not be ashamed, for I put my trust in thee. Let integrity and uprightness preserve me. I'm sorry. Thy troubles in my heart are enlarged. Oh, bring thou me out of my distress. Look upon my affliction and my pain and forgive all my sins. Consider my enemies, for they are many, and they that hate me with cruel hatred. Oh, keep my soul and deliver me. Let me not be ashamed. You know what? To be ashamed, that means you have a certain guilty, certain thing that you've done that you might be ashamed of. Or in the beginning it says, let me not be ashamed by even putting our faith in the Most High. Because you don't think there's people out there like, oh, your God is this and your God making you go through that. If your God is all this, then why is he putting you through? Why is he doing this to your people? Why is he doing that to the children? Why does he do these things to babies? So Most High, but you don't want to be ashamed of a God that doeth good things and bad. He said, I create good and evil. So some things that might be evil in our eyes is the will of the Most High anyway. Okay. Let integrity and uprightness preserve me, for I wait on thee. Redeem Israel, O God, out of all his troubles. Okay. So I hope you got something out of that. And I pray the Most High continue to be with you and your family. And once again, let's find the path of righteousness. Let's walk that highway of holiness, as it's called. And let's do our best. Thanking the Most High once again for my life, for the life of my family, my parents, for life of my siblings, for life of my Ish, for life of my parents. Thank you for my teachers. Thank you for a good friendship of sisterhood. And thank the Most High for all things and everything. Holy and blessed art thou, Supreme Creator, for he is the true and the living, the Most High forevermore. And I'll do an ending prayer. Stay on the path of holiness and do your best at life. Whether in the good days or bad days, do the best that you can do. Hallelujah. Holy and blessed art thou, Supreme Creator, for you are the true and the living, the Most High forevermore. Unto thee do I acknowledge and praise, give thanks unto thee for all things and everything. For thou art the true and the living, the Most High forevermore. O Most High, I pray for your patience upon thy people. Please give us time, O Lord, but please allow us. Give us the warnings and give us things that we must learn to know in order to be aware of things that we need to be aware of. Please continue to open the eyes of thy people. Please help us with knowledge. Please help us with wisdom and understanding to endure in our everyday life. Holy and blessed art thou, Supreme Creator, for you are the true and the living, the Most High forevermore. And thanking you for life. Thanking you for your creation, your guidance. For it is thou that has created the heavens above and the earth beneath, and the earth and everything therein, and man and beast within 6 days, and rested on the seventh. And unto thee, O Most High, do I acknowledge and praise and give thanks to you for all things of everything. I was going to do Genesis 1 today, but I couldn't do that. So, but Most High is great. I pray all is well. Thank you, Principal, for this foundation of sisterhood, allowing us to have a voice. Thanking the Most High for all things and everything. And I pray that, you come join us at Shema Yisrael. We are located at 297 Saratoga Avenue. And our services are from 10:30 until sunset. And I hope to see you there or online. Holy and blessed is the Most High. And thanking you for all things. And I thank you for your time. Hallelujah.